Hi folks, Sandro here with more cartoon news and shenanigans, and today we're taking a look at some unfortunate news if you're a fan of the Casagrandes. I personally never watched the show. I never felt a need to watch the show because the Loud House already exists, this was all kind of like the Cleveland show all over again. It was like the Cleveland show had like what, four seasons, right? 4 seasons. Casagrandes will be ending at season 3. It's like, the problem is they try and make a spinoff of a show that's already absorbing audience members. You know what I mean? So it's like Family Guy. I seen Family Guy for many years. When Cleveland show got spun off, now I did watch every episode of the Cleveland show, but I can understand why the show got canceled. It was literally just a watered down version of Family Guy, but with less characters that you recognize. They created some new characters. They had like a bear in there. They had some, like, honestly, Cleveland's friends were awful. I really enjoy, the dynamic in Family Guy between Joe, Peter, Quagmire, and Cleveland himself. And when I saw the Cleveland show, he's hanging out with a bear. He's hanging out with a redneck. I never found those characters to be good or anywhere near as good as the dynamic Family Guy brought to the table with the original 4 characters that usually hang out at the bar, right? The drunken clam. But with the Casagrandes, same thing, right? It's basically the same show as the Loud House. You have a whole bunch of different characters, right? The Loud House, you have like all these different characters like Lucy and Lincoln and the whole family there. The Casagrandes kind of like took that and, just look at how many characters are here. I don't know who the heck any of these people are, obviously obviously Ronnie Ann is like the main sort of character takeaway of the Casagrandes, but like everybody else is just kind of like a fill-in for, the main Loud House characters. I just did, I never saw any reason to watch this show. Again, not that great. Even the Loud House itself, maybe it's because I'm an action junkie. I thought the Loud House movie was just okay. I did see it. I finally did see it. I think I told you guys about this a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, I did see the Loud House movie. I thought it was pretty okay. There was some good songs in there. It wasn't anything like too over the top, but like I think I would give it like a 5 or a 6. Like it wasn't like a masterpiece. It wasn't anywhere. Okay, like Nickelodeon, they have a very mixed track record on movies. Sometimes they produce a god tier thing, like, the original Jimmy Neutron movie. Sometimes they produce like a masterpiece like that. Other times you just get the Loud House movie. I don't know. And they did have Wonder Park, and that was a box office failure. So it seems like Nickelodeon really has been struggling to hit a movie out of the park recently. But, and even, I guess, some of their shows, if this one's getting canceled after 3 seasons, I did want to go over some of the tidbits and, quick points on Yahoo. Weirdly enough, not a lot of websites are covering this right now. Not even the usuals. Usually I go on Cartoon Brew. I try like Cartoon Brew, an animation magazine. They haven't covered, this is breaking news. Like it just came out like yesterday, but like, wow, not even the major like cartoon news websites have covered this. My arch nemesis has covered this. Valskabum, Vaseline your bum has covered. Yes, he did cover this. But I wanted to talk about it on my own terms here, give you guys my insight, because, he usually just gives some quick tidbit points, but I like to go, I like to tell you guys, yeah, I watched the Loud House movie. I didn't watch this show. I like to give you guys some insight, like from my perspective as a watcher and a consumer, that maybe old Vaseline there, Vaseline the bum, doesn't give you, but he does have good editing skills. But let's get into it here. Nickelodeon is canceling the Casagrandes cartoon. This is on yahoonews.com, and it's really good. What a great article. They didn't make it too long. It's not too long. It's just right. It's like the Goldilocks, this bed's too hard. This one's too soft. This one's just right. Okay. I like to give credit. Astrid Galvan is the author. And this, again, breaking news, just came out yesterday towards the end of the day, it looks like here. 12:54. Oh, no, is that lunchtime? I don't know. But we're going to get the 1 minute read here. Let's go. 1 minute. Let's go. Nickelodeon is canceling the Casagrandes, a cartoon about the dynamics of a multi-generational Latino family that lives under one roof. Axios has learned. Why it matters. It's the latest Latino-led show to be canceled after only a few seasons, despite rave reviews and loyal followings. But like at the end of the day, you could have the most loyal following ever. If you're not making sales, if people aren't watching it, it gets canceled. And then let's see here. Driving the news. The Casagrandes will not be renewed after its third season finishes airing this year. So it's not making it out of 2022. But I mean, it lasted longer than Quibi. That's a running joke on this channel. Yeah, nobody ever expected Sandro to last this long, but I actually outlived the entire streaming service of Quibi. So it only lasted like 11 months. Also, Thundercats Roar. That's right. My YouTube channel outlived Thundercats Roar, so I'm very proud. I am very, very proud of this. Okay. So here we go. Okay, now this is the most important thing, right? So Cleveland. What happened with Cleveland after Family Guy? What happened to him? He ended up going right back to Quahog, and he took his family with him, but something was different, right? So you guys can go look it up. How many times have Cleveland Jr., Roberta, and Raulo appeared since they moved back to Family Guy? The answer is barely any. Literally, I think Roberta only appeared like one extra episode after Cleveland moved back to the town. So yeah, Roberta's just like missing in action. Raulo, I think, appears. Donna appears the most, right? So Donna has become a mainstay of Family Guy now. She appears in many, many episodes. But the rest of the family, even it kind of makes me sad because Cleveland Jr. was actually a really good character. I literally, Cleveland Jr. was my favorite character on the Cleveland show. Raulo was okay. I don't know. I do like Stewie. I think Stewie is a much better character than Raulo. Raulo was always a bit of a bossy little baby, whereas Stewie is more of a wacky, British sounding. I don't know. Stewie is just more relatable for whatever reason, but yeah, Raulo, he has more of an angsty, like bossiness to him, and I could see why they did that. They didn't want it to be a carbon copy of Stewie, but like I never found Raulo to be as exciting or funny as Stewie. And also Stewie and Brian have that sort of relationship that makes them way better than. I don't know, who did Raulo have a relationship? There was like a couple other black kids in the community that he played with in episodes, but like, yeah, I think Brian and Stewie just had a really, really awesome relationship, so Raulo could never overthrow that. And here we go. So its characters will continue to appear on the Loud House. So are they going to move back? Or are they just going to have, is it going to be Lincoln Loud using a cell phone to be like, hey, what's going on, guys? What's going on, Casagrandes? Hey. Or are they actually just going to move right back? It would be pretty funny if they moved back. What story would they go with? In the final episode of the Casagrandes, their house burns down and they get the insurance money to move back? That would be, oh my God, can you imagine Casagrandes gone wild? Oh, Lord. Yeah, they just take the insurance money and they head right back to Lincoln Loud's house. Just screw it. So my thought process is absolutely, if the Casagrandes return back to the Loud House neighborhood there, because they did move away, right? I think like that was the whole gimmick. They moved. I'm not up to date on the Loud House, so I don't know all the things, but I believe they moved away to like a different region, so they're probably going to end up moving back and, or maybe, I don't know. But you're never going to see half the characters. Like I showed that image. What was that image there? Like, look at all these characters. Look at this picture. Like, who the hell are these people? Again, I'm saying this. I've never seen the Casagrandes, but like, holy mother of God. You think all these characters are going to come back in the new show? No way. No way. Half of these are getting axed immediately, right? But yeah. That's what's going to happen. Unless they have the same voice actor. There's a lot of people here. I don't know if they all have the same, like, do they have the same voice actors? For example, Billy West. Bill, that's his name, right? Billy. I almost said Billy Mays here with a new product. No, Billy West, the guy who does the voices of like Philip J. Fry. He also does Hubert Farnsworth. You know, the guy. Good news, everyone. The professor, and he also does Zap Brannigan on Futurama. And I only bring up Futurama because that show's coming back. Hopefully with John DiMaggio, please. But yeah. So that, just to give you guys an example, maybe some of the characters on the Casagrandes were all played, like, you know, maybe they were only played by like one or two people. So if that's the case, then maybe all of them can come back, but I highly doubt it. There looks like there has to be at least 5 to 6 voice actors here for all these characters. They're going to get axed for sure. Or maybe they'll only have like a once in a blue moon role, like, you know, Cleveland Jr. or Rowlo or something, right? And maybe a couple of them will get like full status, like Donna in the Cleveland show. But yeah, this is the closest thing we've had to a comparison, right? Yeah, the closest thing we've ever had to a comparison. What's going on here? Charlie Munger? What the heck? What happened to the Casagrandes video I was just watching? Did YouTube Finance? Great stuff here. Literally, it sent me to a different page. Okay, Yahoo, screw off. Why did I use that site? Okay, there was one more pinpoint there, but I guess we're never going to find out what the hell happened. But I think I could just end here. It was a pretty short article anyways. Yeah, so let me know your thoughts on the Casagrandes ending. Is this going to be a repeat Cleveland show in your opinion? Because I think it's going to be a repeat Cleveland show. I think they're going to take the smallest handful of characters from the Casagrandes, put them back in the Loud House, and the rest of them are getting axed. They're gone. Like, poof, you're gone. Okay, hold on. I don't want to say they're gone forever. So, like, certain characters like Cleveland Jr. and Rowlo and whatever, they're in the background of certain episodes. Like, they're background characters that don't say anything. But, like, that's what's going to happen to these characters. They're going to get demoted from main character status to, you know, side character, or not even background character probably, where they just never have speaking roles. So yeah, let me know all your comments on the Casagrandes. Are you even sad? I'm not sad. Like, I mean, if the Loud House is still going, it's technically still going, you know, it's living on, the Casagrandes are living in spirit through the Loud House. So I can't be sad here. I'm not mad. I'm not sad. I'm done. I'm done with the Casagrandes. That's it. Please like the video. Please share the video. And please subscribe for more cartoon news and shenanigans. And, you know, I'm trying to reach 1,000 subs. So that also really helps if you guys subscribe. Thank you very much, everybody. Peace out. Bye-bye.